my beautiful people, it's your girl Yana, and I'm back today with yet another video. Let me tell you, I am so freaking excited for today's video because we're gonna be taking a look at some really creepy videos from all over the internet that are so scary, they're gonna make you wanna hide under your blankie. If you guys are ready, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into it.
The following video was sent anonymously to the YouTube channel The Fourth Wall. In it, we see two investigators exploring in an abandoned building that is reputed to be haunted. The facility was once a psychosomatic medicine hospital. However, after the director committed suicide, it was closed and fell into disrepair. The building was then scheduled for demolition, but something halted the progress. Prior to exploring the building, the investigators said they had contacted a student who was forced to spend the night in the facility as punishment for losing a game.
Excuse me? That's kind of a messed up punishment. Spending a night in an abandoned freaking hospital? There's quite literally not a chance I would spend a single night anywhere abandoned, let alone an abandoned psychiatric hospital.
The student told them that he's felt weird ever since his experience. So, one of the explorers decides to follow in the student's footsteps and spend the night in the supposedly haunted building. He sets up a night vision camera and lays out his sleeping bag. At first, we see him tossing and turning. However, take a look at what the camera catches later in the night. One of the investigators' shoes begins to move, as if pushed by some sort of unseen force.
Listen, I know the shoe tipping over isn't anything crazy, but I do think it's still enough for him to pack it up and get the hell out of there. Because who knows, the paranormal activity may escalate.
Then, if you watch the wall on the right-hand side of the frame, immediately after the shoe moves, a shadowy silhouette can be seen gliding past.
That is straight up a silhouette of a human being. It is so subtle, which makes it feel even more real. I think it may be time for you to wake up.
The investigator appears to wake and begins looking around the room. Conducting a more thorough sweep of the area, he seems to notice that one of his shoes has been moved.
I feel like if I were to leave my shoes by my sleeping bag and then just go to bed, if one of them like toppled over to the side and I woke up and saw it, I don't think I would notice. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like it's not something that would stand out to me. However, he is in a haunted place, so maybe he's like hyper aware of his surroundings.
Unfortunately, this is where the footage ends, and we're left wondering if the investigator managed to make it out of the building safely.
Considering the paranormal activity wasn't like crazy violent or anything, I'm gonna assume that he got out of there safely and probably didn't end up spending the entire night there, which I do not blame him. I myself would not want to do that either. Respect to him for even trying.
Sensing that her house might be haunted, the poster can be heard asking, "Is there anybody in here with us right now?"
Is there anybody in here with us right now?
I can confirm there is somebody in there with you right now. Cause what the freaking hell was that? I mean, you can clearly see nobody is in that playpen or anywhere near that toy, so how the hell is it going off? I think it's time to rip the batteries out of that thing and throw it in the trash.
Almost immediately, one of the child's toys in the playpen lights up.
Is there anybody in here with us right now?
She then asks, "Can you press a different button on the toy?"
Can you press a different button?
And sure enough, the toy lights up again, but this time in a different way.
Can you press a different button on the toy?
The fact that it's fully communicating with her through the toy, it's obviously listening to you. This is a scary, scary situation. Because it's like you don't even know if it's the toy that is haunted or if your house is haunted and the ghosts are just messing with the toys. So like, do you throw the toy away or do you just move out of the house entirely? What do you even do?
Could it be possible that there is a playful poltergeist haunting this poster's home? Poltergeists are a type of supernatural entity reputed to be responsible for physical disturbances, such as loud noises and objects being moved or destroyed. They're often described as mischievous or malicious spirits linked to a particular location or person. Unlike typical ghosts, poltergeists are associated with kinetic energy that can manifest as moving furniture, hurling objects through the air, and creating unexplained sounds such as knocks, bangs, or footsteps. These phenomena are said to occur most frequently around young people, particularly adolescents, and some parapsychologists suggest that manifestations could be a form of psychokinetic energy, unconsciously produced by individuals under emotional or psychological stress.
So it is possible that because there's a young kid in the house, the poltergeist has attached itself to them. I mean, I guess if the poltergeist isn't really doing anything bad or harmful, it's fine, I guess. Not really though, because like, who wants to live in a haunted house?
Next video was uploaded to the YouTube channel UFO Mania. The truth is out there. Take a look at what it shows. The video purports to show a ghost captured on dashcam at a little after 5 AM on the 28th of the 10th, 2022 by a UK driver. The details of the figure become more clear if you slow the footage down.
Oh my god, this would actually fully traumatize me for the rest of my life. You're fully thinking you just barely dodged a person and then you look back and it was a freaking ghost. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's not even a ghost. Maybe it really was a person just standing in the middle of the road. But why did they not flinch or move whatsoever? That's like really concerning.
But is it a ghost or just a person standing in the middle of the road? A few weeks ago, we spoke about the phenomenon of ghostly roadside appearances. These spectral sightings often involve apparitions that appear suddenly in the beams of car headlights only to vanish just as quickly, leaving drivers bewildered and sometimes frightened. However, in this case, the mysterious figure doesn't disappear. In fact, the driver seems to swerve to the left just to avoid a collision. While such ghosts are frequently said to be the spirits of those who met untimely ends in accidents on those very stretches of road, it seems that on closer inspection, this mysterious figure might actually be human.
I genuinely don't understand why a person would be standing in the middle of the road, especially facing the opposite direction. Like, they weren't even looking in the direction of the car. Like, what the hell are you doing? Definitely let me know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think this is a ghost or a person? If it's a person, I have a lot of questions for them.
But why would someone be walking down the middle of the road at 5 AM? Were they intoxicated or perhaps attempting to instigate a carjacking? Whatever the reason, there's little doubt that the figure's sudden appearance spooked the driver.
If they were trying to purposely swerve them off the road to steal the car, that is so messed up. And in that case, it's good that they didn't pull over and just kept driving, because who knows what would have happened if they pulled over.
This clip is an excerpt taken from the 2009 American Atheists Convention in Atlanta, Georgia. It shows a man in the audience asking well-known evolutionary biologist and vocal atheist Richard Dawkins if he's ever had a clever or interesting argument from those he's debated, to which Dawkins responds,
"No."
However, if you watch closely just as the man asks his question, you might notice something a little strange. Take another look and see if you can spot it.
I guess a clever or interesting argument from the other side.
It's been suggested that the man standing near the center at the very back of the room appears to have a transparent head.
Ever had a clever or interesting argument from the other side.
Whoever that is standing in the back is definitely giving me such an eerie vibe. It's really like unsettling for some reason. However, I can't really tell if they have like a invisible head because the camera quality is so poor that I can't really see anyone's face, let alone the person that is like the furthest in the back.
However, as usual, another theory has also attempted to explain the sighting. This one suggests that the man's actually standing behind a camera that's set up to film the lecture. With that in mind, watch the clip again.
An interesting argument from the other side.
No.
So what do you think? Is it just an optical illusion, or does this video show a ghost returning from the grave to refute Dawkins' views on the afterlife?
It definitely does look like there's a camera in front of the person. It is really possible that it's an optical illusion, especially considering the very bad quality of the camera. But I guess we really have no way of knowing, and we're just left to wonder if that man was a freaking ghost or just a regular dude standing there, minding his own business, and now we're all talking about him. Can you imagine?
While security cameras are a great way to deter criminals, they sometimes pick up some rather unusual things. This clip is an excerpt of video surveillance footage from a company in Mexico. Watch what the camera has captured. A strange shape seems to come down from the sky and begin walking along the area just outside of the fence.
That doesn't look like anything from this world, but it also doesn't really look like a ghost either. How the hell did it come down from the sky and landed on the ground and then just started bouncing around? I guess it could be some sort of glitch.
The video's title suggests that the mysterious shape is actually a ghost. But could there be another explanation?
Could it also potentially be an animal, like a coyote or a raccoon or something just running around? And for some reason, the CCTV is just making it blurry and look like a ghost. I don't know, I feel like that sounds a little bit far-fetched, especially because the thing literally came out of the freaking sky. But I don't know, maybe somehow it's an animal? Regardless, I'd love to know what you guys think. Animal or ghost? Both are a real possibility.
In 1994, Bigfoot enthusiast Paul Freeman claimed to have captured a Bigfoot on camera near the Blue Mountains of northeastern Oregon. While some Bigfoot researchers believe the footage to be genuine, the video's low resolution has led most to regard it as inconclusive.
I hear the brush popping and stuff.
At one point in the clip, we see what appears to be a large bipedal creature walking into the brush.
Oh, there he goes.
If I was in the woods and I saw that, instant panic attack, I'm not even joking, I would have a full-blown meltdown. Because what the freaking hell is that? I mean, I guess they're saying it's Bigfoot. Now, personally, I don't know about the whole Bigfoot thing. I know there's like a big community of people who are convinced that he's real. And then there's a lot of people who think it's completely made up. Even if it's not Bigfoot and it's just like a ginormous animal, that's still not something I want to run into.
It's only briefly visible, but it is long enough to compare its similarities to the classic description of a Sasquatch.
Jesus.
Along with claiming to have recorded video evidence of Bigfoot, Paul Freeman also believed he found tracks with dermal ridges attributed to the creature.
They look like they're about pretty good little tracks.
They don't really look too real to me, if I'm really being honest. I could be wrong though. They could be real tracks in the dirt. Let me know what you guys think. Also, why did he conveniently have one of those measuring things next to the foot? Like, you didn't go into the forest knowing you were gonna come across this. Or who knows, maybe you did. I could be wrong.
The plaster casts he made from these tracks were deemed significant by some scholars, including Jeff Meldrum of Idaho State University and Grover Krantz of Washington State University, who devoted substantial effort to their analysis.
So some professionals are saying it looks legit. The tracks just don't really make sense to me. Why are his footsteps perfectly aligned? I feel like no creature would walk in a perfect line like that.
However, figures like Renee Dahinden and Bob Titmus dismissed Freeman as a hoaxer merely seeking the limelight. Freeman also reported encountering a Bigfoot on June 10th, 1982 near Walla Walla, Washington, describing it as nearly 8 foot tall with reddish-brown fur.
So you mean to tell me one single guy saw the Bigfoot twice in his life? Is it just me, or does that sound like a statistical freaking lottery? To not see Bigfoot just once, but twice, when there's people who have been hunting for him for literally their entire lifetimes, definitely makes you wonder how this guy just keeps running into Bigfoot.
Does this next video show a real demon caught on camera? Take a look.
What is that? Hell yeah, that's a demon.
Uploaded to the TikTok account Toe2For You, the video shows a childlike figure crouched by a wall. Understandably, the camera holder runs from the area after the encounter. If that's not creepy enough, this next video uploaded to the same TikTok account appears to show the same figure.
The way it's like looking straight into the camera and just like opening and closing its mouth. Ugh, I really do not like that. I mean, it definitely does look like some sort of like demonic person.
Unfortunately, there's little information available on either video, making it hard to know what exactly is going on. Some people speculate it could be from a movie.
That thing looks terrifying. But alright, you guys, we finally made it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. Definitely let me know in the comments which of these clips scared you the most. I gotta say, this last one really does take the cake. Something about that face is just so scary. It's like these piercing demonic eyes just staring right into your soul. I absolutely hate it. But I love you guys so much, and I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi, my beautiful people. It's your girl Yana, and I'm back today with yet another video. And you already know, today we're gonna be taking a look at some really wild footage from all over the internet. So if you're ready, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Instagram user Isis the God Is has been gaining attention for her series of videos demonstrating what she claims to be the ability to manipulate wind and energy through chi. Known for her poetic and spiritual posts, Isis's content has sparked intrigue, with some followers dubbing her a modern-day airbender.
I do not know how to break this to you, but babe, you are not an airbender. I just feel like that is such an insane claim to make, that you can quite literally manipulate wind. I do not think so.
Trees sway violently and objects move as if responding directly to her gestures. Watch what she appears to do in this clip.
I feel like what she does is she just gets a camera and waits for a gust of wind to come and then quickly presses record and makes it look like she's the one causing it. I'm sorry, I just like genuinely cannot believe that somebody can manipulate water and air. It seems a little bit crazy.
She attributes these phenomena to her mastery of chi, a concept rooted in Eastern traditions that refers to life force energy. Here's another example here.
Hey, remember what I said? There it is.
In one of her captions, Isis claims to recall past lives as an oracle and airbender. She describes a deep connection to nature, even recounting sensations of flying and controlling the air. While some viewers are awestruck, others remain skeptical, pointing out that wind manipulation could be coincidental or enhanced through clever editing. Still, the conversation has fueled curiosity about the possibilities of chi and its connection to natural forces.
Definitely let me know in the comments if you guys think this girl could potentially genuinely have superpowers, or is this just some really good editing?
With UFO and UAP sightings on the rise and a wild wave of drone activity over the eastern United States, public fascination with the unknown seems to be at an all-time high. Amid this frenzy, podcast host Joe Rogan added fuel to the fire by sharing a curious UFO clip that's left viewers debating its origin. Take a look.
Look at it. Look at it. Look at it on the camera. It's like a dome.
That's a UFO.
Quiet.
What the?
As they discuss the strange sight, this suddenly happens.
Look how the light's going off in two sides though. Look, it's moving. Look at the lights are moving around it. What the? Yeah. It's hovering.
Oh my god, I see that.
Look, it's going up. It's taking off.
Okay, I will say this is like some of the most intriguing / convincing UFO footage that I personally have seen to date, because that is 100% not an airplane. It also really doesn't look like helicopters, drones, or anything that I've ever seen. Not to mention, it literally out of absolutely nowhere catapulted itself right into space. Like, what the hell is going on with that? I have absolutely zero explanation for what this could be other than a freaking UFO.
In his post, Rogan commented, "I don't know what this is, but I want to believe," echoing sentiments of many who are captivated by the possibility of extraterrestrial life. His post quickly gained traction, sparking a wave of speculation in the comments. Among the theories circulating online, one of the most prominent is the suggestion that this sighting could be linked to Project Bluebeam. This controversial conspiracy theory alleges that governments might use advanced holographic technology to simulate alien invasions or religious events for mass manipulation. While widely dismissed by experts, the theory remains a popular explanation for unexplained aerial phenomena among certain groups.
We definitely have no way of knowing if it is some sort of government testing, because one thing about the government is they keep their stuff on lock. If they don't want us knowing what they're doing, we are not gonna know. And I really don't think we're ever gonna get answers to some of these questions. Could it be the government? Could it be aliens? Who the hell knows?
As UFO sightings and mysterious aerial phenomena continue to dominate headlines, the call for transparency and potential disclosure grows louder. Whether this clip represents advanced technology, extraterrestrial visitors, or something else entirely, it has undeniably added to the growing intrigue surrounding the skies above.
It's really hard not to be intrigued when you see something like that, especially when lately it's been happening a lot more often. We have been seeing a whole lot more UFO sightings lately, so could it be possible that they're really out here trying to make contact? Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me.
Instagram user Ghost Inspector Greg has shared an eerie audio recording of airline pilots reporting strange lights in the sky during a flight from Louisville, Kentucky to Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. The audio, captured during communication with airbase control, details a peculiar sighting that's left many puzzled.
Center 3413, got a question? Go ahead. You know if the river's MOA is hot, you got anybody mess around over there?
It is cold. Well, I was curious why you asked.
It's going to sound a little weird, but we keep asking about the MOAs we keep passing, because we're following these two kind of lights that are up above us that are kind of jogging back and forth left and right for the past like half hour.
We know how heavily monitored every single aircraft in the sky is. It looks like these pilots noticed these bizarre two lights flying above and in front of them. It's interesting how they say two lights and not any sort of aircraft or drone or anything like that. You can even hear it in their voice that they're like, what is going on here?
The pilots mentioned following two lights above them moving erratically left and right for over half an hour. They inquire about military operations in the area or MOAs, but the airbase control confirms no such activity and no radar detection of the objects. The pilots note that they've been observing the lights for over an hour.
Yeah, 1757, we've been watching them for about an hour or two in the northwest skies.
Oh, really?
Week as well.
Oh. Way up high?
Split positions, they actually moved. It's the first time I've seen them change relative position.
Those lights do look really weird. Definitely does not look like a plane whatsoever. And the fact that multiple pilots saw it, I really highly doubt a bunch of them would just make this up. Clearly they're seeing something bizarre up there. What it is, again, I don't know if we'll ever know.
When asked about their altitude, the pilots estimate the lights to be about 100 miles out in space.
Sorry, Block, you say they're close in to you or they're up high?
Oh, I'd put them about 100 miles out in space.
Gotcha.
Agreed.
The lights described as hovering and shifting positions has sparked theories ranging from advanced drones to extraterrestrial activity. The pilot's estimation of the lights being 100 miles out in space has intrigued UFO enthusiasts, adding to the ongoing discussions about unexplained aerial phenomena. This incident joins a growing number of similar sightings reported by pilots and aviation personnel worldwide. Despite advancements in technology, many of these events remain unexplained.
It's becoming really common for these types of reports to come in from pilots. Lots of weird lights in the sky these days. It literally could just be some sort of like government drone or NASA working on something up in space. However, if that's the case and you see so many people freaking out about it, why not just come out and say, listen guys, we're doing some sort of testing. You might see some crazy stuff up in the sky. Don't be alarmed, it's just us. I feel like that would be really nice of them to do. Give us a little bit of a warning.
A mysterious thick fog has blanketed parts of the United States, leaving residents puzzled and uneasy. Accompanied by a burning chemical smell, this phenomenon has triggered a wave of speculation and health concerns. Reports of respiratory symptoms, feverish feelings, and irritation have emerged, with many questioning the fog's origin and potential dangers. This eerie event follows the December drone saga in New Jersey, which fueled conspiracy theories about potential disasters. The strange fog has now added another layer of mystery, with videos circulating on social media showing white particles swirling and falling amid the dense haze.
Initially, it sounded like it was just a really thick fog. However, it sounds like it's giving people breathing problems, which is absolutely not normal and makes you wonder what the hell kind of chemicals are in the fog that people are breathing in. Those white particles do not look like fog. I live in Canada. We have a lot of very foggy days here, and no matter how thick the fog is, it does not look like white particles just floating through the air. So I really do not know what that could be other than some sort of like chemical or substance, and that is really concerning.
States under fog alert include Texas, Wisconsin, Iowa, Florida, Minnesota, Virginia, Maryland, West Virginia, Nebraska, Kansas, North Dakota, and Oklahoma. Some have drawn parallels to a similar event last year when a dense fog affected over 70 million people. Social media platforms have become a hub for theories and footage of the fog. Instagrammer Gubba Homestead shared her thoughts linking the phenomena to larger conspiracies.
And some people who have been exposed to the fog are falling ill with the same illness of inflamed sinuses, can't sleep, loss of appetite, and people think this is just a normal cold and flu and has nothing to do with this abnormal fog.
It could be pollution, like really, 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 really badly polluted fog. For example, if you've ever been to LA and you climb up high enough on a mountain and just look over the city of LA, it will be completely covered in this thick cloud of pollution. And unfortunately, everyone there is just breathing that in the entire time.
While TikTok user The Mirror 2023 uploaded haunting videos of the fog enveloping their surroundings.
Another thing that makes fog so scary is you can't really see too far ahead of you. As you're like driving and walking, you can't really see where you're going, and that's really scary. It definitely makes you feel like you're in a horror movie.
Interestingly, similar accounts have surfaced in parts of the UK and Canada, fueling theories of a global issue. While official explanations remain elusive, concerned citizens and online communities are left to speculate whether this could be tied to environmental factors, a chemical event, or something more ominous. As the fog lingers, questions remain. What's causing this mysterious phenomenon, and could it be linked to recent drone sightings or other unexplained events? For now, the truth remains shrouded in the mist.
I feel like it's most likely an environmental thing, like really, really heavy pollution, which I wouldn't be surprised because we are polluting the heck out of this planet.
A haunting image taken at Lake Auburn, Maine in 2020 has reignited debates about the paranormal. The photograph, captured by Stephanie Renaud, features her boyfriend, Christopher Lafasseur, and their daughter sitting on a bench at the north end of the lake. While the family claims they were alone at the time, a faint image of a woman's face appears in the top left corner of the photo.
Oh my god, that is so freaking scary. I would literally have a panic attack, especially because it kind of looks like she's looking straight into the camera. That is terrifying.
What makes the image particularly eerie is its striking resemblance to Jessica Gallant, a young woman whose body was recovered from a nearby pond back in 2018. Upon seeing the photo, Jennifer Gallant, Jessica's mother, confirmed the similarity to her daughter, further adding to the mystery. The photo, originally shared on Facebook on September 7, 2020, quickly gained attention. In the comments, Stephanie Renaud and Christopher appeared sincere in their claims, maintaining that no one else was present during the photo's capture. They later exchanged messages with Jennifer Gallant, who expressed her belief that the image bore an uncanny resemblance to Jessica. Whether the face in the photo is a spectral presence or a coincidence, it's a chilling reminder of Jessica Gallant's life and untimely passing.
That's actually a really sad story. Even the girl's mom is saying that there's definitely a resemblance to her daughter, which is really eerie. You guys, I don't know why this one is really, really scaring me. Just because I have the picture pulled up on my computer and she is fully staring into the lens. Okay, time to get this off my screen.
In August 1974, John Lennon, the legendary member of the Beatles, reported an extraordinary encounter with a UFO while in New York City.
Over here, up there, I saw a UFO, and it went down the river, turned right at the United Nations, turned left, and then down the river.
The incident occurred during a tumultuous period in Lennon's life, often referred to as his lost weekend, when he was separated from Yoko Ono and living with May Pang. Lennon described seeing a round object with a dark or grey center surrounded by blinking white lights.
Silent, and it looked dark like black or grey in the middle and had white lights, just looked like light bulbs, you know? Just going off, on, blink, 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 round the bottom, and on top was a red light.
I myself never would have guessed that John Lennon had ever seen a UFO. I mean, he seems pretty convinced of what he saw. He remembers what it looked like down to the details.
The object reportedly flew past his apartment window on a warm summer evening, close enough that Lennon felt like he could have thrown something at it.
It wasn't a helicopter, it wasn't a balloon, and it was so near.
And you look what sort of round, white, luminescent?
Despite its proximity, the object was completely silent, a detail Lennon found particularly striking given the audible sounds of the traffic below. Attempting to document the sighting, Lennon used 2 different cameras to take photos of the UFO, but none of the images developed successfully. He also contacted the local police, who reportedly confirmed receiving similar calls about unusual lights in the sky that very evening.
Okay, so multiple people saw the very same thing he saw. And not only that, but when he went to take pictures of it, none of the pictures developed. And it makes you wonder, why did the pictures not develop? Is it because maybe the technology of the UFO was interfering with the signals of the camera? Because that's kind of scary.
The experience left a lasting impression on Lennon, who mentioned it in the liner notes of his album Walls and Bridges. The note commemorates the sighting and marks it as occurring on August 23, 1974 at 9 p.m. While skeptics point to Lennon's lifestyle during that period, he insisted he was sober at the time of the event. The sighting continues to intrigue UFO enthusiasts and Beatles fans alike, adding another layer of mystery to Lennon's fascinating life.
Regardless what people want to believe, he was not the only person to see it. And it's like, in these types of situations, it's hard to believe that everybody would collectively just make up a lie like that. I guess it is possible, but it seems really, really unlikely. And I mean, clearly it had a big enough impact on him to even mention it later on in his album.
Sticking with John Lennon, in a strange twist, TikTok user Paolo TikTok has brought attention to a new piece of footage that's left social media buzzing. The clip shows Paul McCartney leaving a hotel, but it's the background that has captivated viewers. Take a look. An older gentleman bearing an uncanny resemblance to what John Lennon might look like today can be seen walking in the distance. The sighting has sparked a frenzy of conspiracy theories, with some suggesting the possibility that Lennon faked his death and has been living in secret.
If he faked his death and was living in secret, why would he blatantly walk out in front of a bunch of people and paparazzi? That doesn't really make any sense. Honestly, you guys, I really don't even think this guy looks that much like John Lennon. Sure, he has a little bit of a resemblance, but it's not anything crazy. I think this one's a little bit of a stretch.
This isn't the first time fans have speculated about Lennon's posthumous appearances. From alleged sightings to mysterious audio recordings, the legend of John Lennon seems to transcend time and space. Could this be a case of mistaken identity, or is there something more to the story here?
He definitely does look a little bit like him. Nothing crazy. I definitely think it's a little bit of a stretch. However, I do see why some people would take it and run with the whole he faked his death thing. I feel like there's a lot of celebrities that people say that about. I'm sure it's possible that at least one person actually has faked their death. However, I'm not sure if this is the case right here. But alright, you guys, we finally made it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. Definitely let me know in the comments which one of these clips you enjoyed the most. That one image where the girl is caught in the corner, absolutely terrifying. That happened to me, I would be so freaking scared. At that point, I think I would just throw the entire camera away. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi my beautiful people, it's your girl Jana, and I'm back today with yet another spooky video. And I really hope you guys are ready, because the videos we're gonna be taking a look at today are quite scary, I have to admit. So make sure to smash the like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Recently, several videos have appeared online claiming to show cursed footage of a mysterious dolphin man. Take a look.
Please go check outside your home. This is not real.
What the freaking hell is that? I mean, like, obviously it is a man dressed as a dolphin, but why is it low-key so terrifying? Just the way that it's filmed is very eerie. Not to mention that it literally tells you to check outside your home. Like, what? That is terrifying.
While some claim that the footage was rediscovered on the dark web, these videos are actually not a new phenomenon.
Please go check outside your home. Please go check outside your home.
Versions of the footage have actually been around for years. These clips, often blending elements of the absurd, the surreal and the disturbing, leave viewers feeling uneasy and disoriented, partly due to their surreal content and partly because of the uncanny valley effect. The Dolphin Man's not quite human appearance can be deeply unsettling.
This is definitely a cursed video if I have ever seen one, because the vibes that are coming off of it are really negative and eerie, and I do not like them whatsoever.
Couple that with the fact that many people claim that this footage is cursed.
Please go check outside your home. Please go check outside your home.
In fact, according to one report, the footage supposedly caused more than 800 people to faint back in 2004, and the clip was subsequently banned from various social media sites. In the video, the Dolphin Man can be seen making strange faces at the camera. On some versions, there's even scrolling text that's said to hide a secret message.
This footage has actually made people faint. That is how much it freaks people out. Who knows what the hell is up with this footage and why it has such an effect on people. I really do not like this video whatsoever. It is definitely 100% cursed, and you cannot tell me otherwise.
While the videos can certainly appear unnerving, it turns out that their origin is far more mundane. The original Dolphin Man video, titled Dolphin Muzzle, was uploaded to YouTube on the 31st of December 2007 by user NorthFurFX, a company that specializes in making animal-like facial prosthetics. The footage, created to highlight the work of a special effects company, is unlikely to be cursed or even hold a secret message. However, this doesn't make the actual Dolphin Man seen in the video any less creepy.
Wait, so I was literally scared for nothing? It turns out this video comes from a makeup special effects website where you can buy prosthetics to look like an animal, so it's not a cursed video after all. I will say it is definitely a really creepy mask.
In a fascinating submission to our Slaptam subreddit, user PrestonHead5 shared an intriguing photograph that's since sparked a wave of curiosity and speculation. Captured back in 2007-2008, the image features the poster and a friend, but it's what lurks in the background that's drawn attention. Behind the duo, on the wall, appears a mysterious and somewhat unsettling face. One theory suggested by a viewer is that the face is simply a case of pareidolia, caused by the shadow of the flowers in the vase. Others lean towards a more paranormal explanation, however, speculating about the presence of an otherworldly entity or a ghostly apparition captured inadvertently. Given the photo's age, it adds an additional layer of mystery. The early 2000s were a time before the widespread use of sophisticated photo editing tools, which lends a degree of authenticity to the image and its mysterious background figure.
I really do think that the face is actually just a shadow from the flowers behind them, and just the way that it's falling kind of looks like a face, but also not really. Like, it doesn't actually look like a person. I do doubt that this photo was edited because it is quite old. I don't blame them, however, for being super freaked out. If I took a photo of myself and I saw something like that in the background, I would also initially start freaking out until I put two and two together and realized that it's most likely the flowers that are doing that. It honestly must be a relief for them to find that out.
In this video, shared by TikTok user Trying to Vibe 33, we see something that might prove that contact from the beyond might truly be possible. When the woman, seen on the right's father passed away, she bought a snow globe to remember him by. The item seemed to have stopped working. However, watch what happens as she celebrates the new year with her mother.
1, 2, 3, straight up. Oh. Alright, ready? 1, 2, 3.
The snow globe suddenly starts playing a tune.
Happy New Year! Happy New Year! That has not
Could it be that the woman's father is attempting to make contact with his family? While the whole situation might simply be a remarkable coincidence, one does have to wonder about the timing. Whatever the reason, it seems that the most important thing is that the woman and her mother received a sense of comfort during this time of togetherness.
That actually must have given them so much comfort in the moment. I really do believe that her dad was in that room with her. The way that that music just started playing out of nowhere after they thought that it was broken, come on, that would just be a crazy coincidence. And how freaking awesome that they caught this on camera, because now they have this insane moment to remember forever.
In a fascinating revelation that's captured the attention of many, photographer Joseph Iannelli shared an intriguing photograph to Facebook, which he stumbled upon while organising his collection. The photo, taken 12 years ago, features a local rock band from Staten Island, New York, and was intended for their CD cover. The setting for this photo shoot was an abandoned hospital. Iannelli, now retired, recounts that during the shoot only 5 people were present, himself and the band members. However, upon revisiting the image, he noticed something inexplicable that eluded detection at the time of the shoot. In the image, at the bottom of a doorway, there appears to be a ghostly face peering out.
Who the hell is that? It's not the band members because they're above on the balcony, and it can't be the photographer because he was taking the damn picture. Honestly though, are we really surprised that an abandoned freaking hospital is haunted? Not really. I mean, if you're ever gonna see a freaking ghost, it's gonna be in a place like that. Definitely a wild place for a photo shoot.
The photographer has since questioned whether the image has captured a ghost or something entirely unexplainable. The location, an old abandoned hospital, only adds to the mystery and allure of the photograph. Hospitals, especially abandoned ones, often carry stories and legends of their own, making them perfect backdrops for unexplained phenomena. Whether this is a trick of the light, a reflection, or something more spectral remains a subject of debate and curiosity. However, in this case, it's hard to deny that it does indeed look as though a ghostly face has been captured on camera.
It also is highly possible that the band thought it would be a really good marketing strategy to edit a little ghost into their photo and potentially have it go viral. I could be wrong, who knows, but that is also an option here, because I will say the face does look a little bit edited in, at least to me. Let me know what you guys think. Definitely really scary regardless though. Real or not, I do not want to look at this photo any longer.
When Reddit user Elliot Bug shared this next clip online, it stirred up quite a buzz. Take a look. As the girl focuses on her reflection, a small, dark shape darts past the door with startling speed.
That's a demon, my friend. I'm sorry, the speed at which it literally ran across the background, not to mention the way it's slouching. I don't know why, but that really freaks me out.
The fleeting nature of the shape has been likened to that of a shadow person, a type of supernatural entity some believe to be momentarily visible in one's periphery. So then, what could it actually be? We'll throw this one over to you, the viewers, for final judgment. Is it just a passing person, perhaps a dog, or does the shape simply move too fast to be either?
Well, it's definitely not a person, I can tell you that much. So it's gotta be some sort of demonic entity that is living in her house that she's gotta get rid of, because the energy coming off that thing is definitely scary.
When it comes to supposed paranormal locations in the city of Coventry in the UK, one stands out: St Mary's Guildhall. This architectural marvel, dating back to around 1340, has been a centerpiece of Coventry's history. As the former hub of the city's wealthiest merchant guild, it's seen a procession of notable figures, from kings like Henry V, VI, and VII to the imprisoned Queen Mary of Scots. The latter's stay has fueled tales of ghostly apparitions haunting the Guildhall for centuries.
Well, I'm not really surprised considering how old it is. That place is probably bustling with spiritual activity. I can only imagine.
Among the eerie occurrences reported at the Guildhall, from spectral chants to mysterious stone throwing, the most persistent and intriguing is the sighting of a ghostly monk. This legend was thrust into the limelight following a remarkable event during a dinner back in 1985. On January 22nd, the City of Coventry Freemen's Guild held its annual dinner, graced by the Lord Mayor, Lady Mayoress, Councillor Walter Brandish and his wife. A photographer, catching the moment of prayer before the meal, unwittingly snapped a chilling image that would captivate ghost hunters globally. The developed photograph revealed a robed figure standing near the end of a table adjacent to the renowned Coventry tapestry.
But how do we not know that this person wasn't just like genuinely there? I can't really tell the difference between everyone else in the photo and the supposed spirit. It just kind of looks like a person standing there, does it not?
The mystery deepened as no one present had noticed the figure during the prayers, nor was anyone dressed in a similar fashion. Furthermore, the photographer had supposedly not seen the figure while taking the shot. Adding to the intrigue, the ghostly monk might have made another appearance in recent times. In 2014, during a visit by Irish President Michael Higgins to the Guildhall, a Coventry Telegraph photographer captured an image of the president delivering a speech. Upon review, an inexplicable floating shape was noticed in the photo. Its position just behind the president and again near the Coventry tapestry. These lingering mysteries, coupled with the Guildhall's storied past, continue to fascinate and perplex both locals and visitors alike.
The thing behind them in the photo just looks like some sort of light reflection to me. It absolutely does not look like any sort of ghost or apparition. Like, it literally just looks like the light reflected in a weird way and made some sort of shadow or streak across the photo. And I mean, that happens quite a lot when you take photos. I don't know, I really do not think that one is paranormal whatsoever. However, the first one I will say potentially is, considering it's so old. But again, to me, it definitely looked like it was just another person attending the dinner, not really a ghost.
Whether the spectral monk is a genuine otherworldly visitor or simply a series of coincidences or optical illusions, the stories add a hauntingly beautiful layer to Coventry's rich history.
Okay, you know what? Now that I look at it again, the second photo actually does kind of look like a person. It kind of looks like they're looking off to the side, and it actually does look like a monk. Okay, you know what? I completely take back what I said. This actually does not look like a random streak across the photo. This looks like a freaking ghost. Okay, my fault. I made a mistake. Y'all are dealing with some real paranormal activity. But all right, you guys, we finally made it to the end of this video. Definitely lots of creepy stuff in this one. I'm sure I will definitely be seeing that dolphin man in my nightmares because he is really creepy looking. Not to mention whatever that demonic entity that ran behind that girl was. Oh my god, that really spooked me. Definitely let me know in the comments which one of these clips spooked you the most. And as always, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe if you enjoyed. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi my beautiful people, it's your girl Yana, and I'm back today with yet another video. And today you and I are going to be taking a look at a bunch of really scary videos, including paranormal activity caught on security camera and a real life Bigfoot sighting. I know that sounds absolutely insane, so if you're ready, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into it.
Casey Disturbed, a Michigan local known by the username FoulMitten Outdoors on TikTok, has intrigued and spooked viewers with an unusual narrative. He believes he struck an amicable relationship with the elusive creature, Bigfoot. For over 2 years, Disturbed has been sharing peculiar videos from his property located in the wooded Upper Peninsula area of Michigan, where he alleges he's exchanged gifts with the mysterious beast.
This guy is basically saying that he is buddy-buddy with Bigfoot, which is an absolutely insane claim to make. He's not only saying he has seen Bigfoot, he is saying him and Bigfoot are friends. Like, they exchange gifts and stuff. That is really insane.
For decades, tales of Bigfoot sightings have largely been restricted to the Pacific Northwest of the US. However, Disturbed's narrative is distinct. He claims to regularly interact with the creature at a remote location he's fondly dubbed the Gifting Rock.
Just about to the Gifting Rock. See if there's anything there. All right. Well, that's interesting.
At this particular spot, Disturbed leaves offerings like bagels, only to find rustic handicrafts presumably left by Bigfoot as tokens of appreciation.
I will say the fact that he's finding these random gifts on this rock is definitely bizarre. Obviously, if he's not setting those up himself. However, I will say that I'm not surprised that the bagels and Oreos he leaves in the middle of a forest just go missing. Like, that's not necessarily proof of Bigfoot. That is just proof that there's animals in a forest, which, like, duh, the sky's blue. Any food you leave there overnight will be eaten.
Looks like got a piece of wood, moss, something. I don't know what that is. It's a piece of wood. 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 It's a pi teeth.
Some of Disturt's videos showcase what seem to be the glowing eyes of the alleged Sasquatch.
It's staring at me. It followed me home from the gifting rock. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning right now.
They silently watch him from a concealed position among the trees.
But it followed me home and it is absolutely staring at me right now.
You can't really see the shape of whatever is looking at him. That could very well be a fox, a raccoon, a coyote. Don't get me wrong, it is definitely super creepy. But again, it doesn't necessarily mean it's Bigfoot.
The mere sight of these luminous eyes has led to a surge in views on his TikTok, with some videos gathering millions of views. The term cryptid refers to animals or creatures whose existence has been proposed based on anecdotal evidence like Bigfoot, but haven't been scientifically proven. While some viewers theorize that Disturt might have stumbled upon an undiscovered cryptid, skepticism is rife. Critics have pointed out the lack of movement in the creature's eyes, leading some to speculate that Disturt might be using reflective stickers, or perhaps he's the victim of an elaborate prank by someone who is. However, the constant video updates from Disturt's property are evidence enough for his growing legion of followers.
I guess there always is the possibility that someone's messing with him because they know that he is always on the hunt for Bigfoot. I also feel like it's more likely that he's just playing this whole thing up himself, or who knows, maybe that actually is Bigfoot.
In this clip, we see something moving in the reversing camera of Disturt's truck.
I will, we'll be alright.
This is ridiculous. It's fucking pitch black at night, for fuck's sake.
We'll be alright.
Don't need to be out here.
We're not gonna get stuck.
Let's get the hell out of here.
If you brighten it up and slow it down, you can see a large entity moving from left to right.
No doubt about it, somebody is walking behind the truck, and it definitely doesn't look like an animal, so it has to be a person or some sort of skinwalker cryptid situation, which is actually terrifying.
You just drive by it. I really don't want to.
Things get even creepier when they look through the windows of the abandoned house.
Yeah, hold on. Casey, go back. Go back.
Huh.
There was somebody standing in that window.
Shut up.
I seen something in the window, Casey.
Did you catch it? As they pass by, a shadowy figure can be seen standing in the window.
I think it's time for y'all to get the hell out of there. I'm not gonna lie, as they were showing the footage, I was really struggling to watch because I just knew I was gonna see something I did not want to see. And I was right, because yup, there is somebody in there right by the window.
When they take a second look, it's gone.
There was somebody standing in that window.
Shut up.
I seen something in the window, Casey.
Really?
There was something. Give me that light.
This sighting suggests that something more than just cryptids might be roaming these woods. In another clip, Disturt responds to a distressed call from a neighbour. The woman up the road calls Disturt concerned that her husband hasn't come home for dinner after working in his barn all day.
The farmer's wife down the road called and said that he'd been working out in the barn today and hadn't showed back up for dinner.
He enters the property looking for his neighbour.
Jerry? Jerry?
The building is powerless and near pitch black. He calls out, but receives no response.
Jerry! You're messing around, I swear to God, Jerry.
Oh, I do not think Jerry's messing around. This guy is brave to just be walking around that place in the dark. I mean, I get it, he's there to make sure he's okay, but I feel like I'd be way too freaked out. I would definitely need to call for backup.
Then, towards the end of the investigation, something chilling happens. Watch.
Jerry? I hear you back there, Jerry. Better say something, dude, or I'm leaving. Oh, this!
Watching that again, you can make out the faint outline of a figure moving inside the dark room.
Back there, Jerry. Better say something, dude, or I'm leaving.
Oh my god, someone literally ran across the frame. And you know what? I do not blame him for booking it out of there. I would have done the exact same thing. Well, me personally, I wouldn't even be there to begin with, but you know what I mean.
Clearly not his lost neighbour. So what is it? In a more recent update, Disturt is awoken by a noise coming from his roof.
Okay.
something appears to be up there.
Oh, damn. Holy shit. All right. Son of a bitch is one on the other side of the house.
It looks like something is on top of this guy's roof. And again, it does not look human whatsoever. It's kind of giving me Skinwalker vibes, but I didn't get a really good look at it. Not that I want to, because it's terrifying.
He circles the house and spots what looks like animal bones up on the roof.
Where'd it go? What is that? What the son of a...
Although the majority of Bigfoot sightings have been reported in the US West Coast, a handful of claims come from the state of Michigan. Whether Disturt's interactions are genuine or a mere reflection of folklore, his videos undoubtedly stoke curiosity and debate among his massive TikTok audience. The question that remains is, could Casey Disturt truly be interacting with Bigfoot? Or is it just another tale in the long saga of cryptid lore?
Through all this content, it seems like he's seen a lot of different creatures. So overall, it seems like this guy is definitely dealing with something on his property, and he seems to believe that it could potentially be Bigfoot. However, I don't think we've had clear enough evidence in the stuff that we've seen to actually say, okay, that is Bigfoot. Like, it could very well be some sort of animal or somebody messing with him. But I have to say, the more that I watched, the more I kind of felt like this is a very well put together and well thought out skit. I think this guy has created a universe in which Bigfoot and skinwalkers are lurking all around his property and is making pretty sick content out of it. Either that or he actually genuinely has skinwalkers and Bigfoot living in his backyard. Let me know in the comments which one you guys think it is.
This next curious video was posted to our Facebook community page by Ahmed Shah. It's not known exactly where this was filmed, but it was captured by a motorcycle rider during an afternoon ride. At first, everything seems perfectly normal, until this happens.
Y'all saw he had a friend with him, right? And then I feel like the moment he passed him, the guy just fully disappeared. What the hell is happening? Did he just like go through some sort of wormhole or something? End up in a different universe? It looks like his friend's motorcycle just pulled up without his friend on it. How does that actually make any freaking sense whatsoever?
Watching that again, the rider's friend disappears from view. Moments later, his bike reappears, but with no rider in sight. The peculiar incident has given rise to a slew of bizarre theories, the most prominent of which suggests the rider was abducted by aliens, leaving his bike to wheel on without him. Others think it could be a glitch in the system, or that the rider no-clipped out of reality, perhaps into the infamous backrooms.
So with this one, it looks like there's a lot of options on the table. Potential alien abduction. He might have literally just logged out of the server and gone into the back rooms. Or who knows, he might have just been yeeted off the bike and somehow the bike just kept going without him. Which honestly, I do not think is a possibility. Well, actually, I don't think any of the options are a possibility. If you guys have any idea, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your theories because this is definitely a really confusing one. Like, what do you mean he just disappeared into thin air? Make it make sense.
Several months ago, we reported on a household that had transformed from an ordinary residence into the stage for a series of eerie happenings. As shared by the homeowners on their TikTok account Magical Poltergeist, the occurrences were not only shattering their tranquility, but also posing the harrowing question, is there a sinister entity lurking in their home? Initially, the signs were subtle, changes to the couple's mood, their behaviour would inexplicably shift, leading to abrupt and unwarranted disagreements, sparking questions about unseen external influences. Today, new alarming footage from within the home brings more weight to the haunting hypothesis. Their Wise Home security camera has recorded some truly chilling scenes. While the homeowners lay asleep, unaware of the night's events, their rocking chair is captured swaying back and forth.
So even from the little bits we just saw, I can absolutely confirm this place is haunted. Absolutely all the furniture in the house was shifting. Lights are flickering on and off for no reason. Yeah, babe, that is a haunted house. However, my question is, why the hell do they have a Ouija board just chilling in the living room? Especially if they know the place is haunted. Are you trying to conjure something up? Because if you are, it is working.
More alarmingly, a planchette is seen shifting over a Ouija board. But it doesn't stop there. In a subsequent video, the atmosphere takes a darker turn. The wife, visibly distressed, calls her husband over the phone, recounting a foul smell permeating throughout their home.
Dude, the house smells like literally like rotten egg. Like, it literally smells like you forgot to take the trash out or something like that.
Okay, so she's calling her man and saying, listen, the house smells nasty. Something is going on here. And I have seen in horror movies before that sometimes if there is like demonic activity, it can smell like rotten eggs. Like there is something funny about the fact that like ghosts smell bad. How do you think this ghost feels right now? Listening to her call her man and saying, ew, like something smells in here.
Before he can offer any form of solace, this happens.
Did you take the trash out? What the baby? The lights are flickering now, dude.
Watching that again, the lights in their house start to flicker erratically. Then a crucifix mounted on the wall slowly rotates, positioning itself upside down.
Oh babe, I have only one thing to tell you, and it is that you have to get the hell out of there. Not temporarily, not just for the night, not even for a week or a month. You need to leave and literally never return ever again, because you're dealing with something so unbelievably angry. If I were this girl right now, I would be losing my marbles.
This sequence of macabre events lends more credence to the notion that the family's home might be under the influence of a malevolent presence. Whether this is a cunning hoax or a genuine haunting remains uncertain, but the undeniable truth is the content on Magical Poltergeist's account has left many viewers restless. For now, we wait for further updates, hoping for clarity or perhaps even a resolution for the distressed family.
At the end there, was she sleepwalking or was she low-key possessed? It's fully playing out like the Paranormal Activity movie. It starts off slow and then very quickly it picks up, and before you know it, you're possessed.
Cheryl, a single mother and talented seamstress known as Cheryl Sweetie2 on TikTok, initially began her social media journey sharing updates and snippets of daily life.
Hey guys, so I've been trying to read a book a month. Right now I'm reading 13 Reasons Why by Jay Asher. It's also a show on Netflix, which I also highly recommend.
But recently, the wholesome content took a dramatic and eerie twist that's left viewers both intrigued and concerned. In one of her videos, Cheryl's daughter appears visibly disturbed.
Strange things lately, just different noises and stuff.
She speaks of an unusual occurrence, insisting that she had witnessed something peculiar happening underneath the closet door.
Okay, before we continue on, I just have to address the elephant in the room. Those two massive life-sized mannequins, I'm sorry girl, but they need to go. You need to put those things right in the trash, get rid of them, because those things are giving me terrible vibes right off the bat. Not to mention the fact that she literally has them in the bedroom. You sleep with those things watching you? I'm actually genuinely just concerned for you at this point, because I personally could never.
I think there's something underneath that door. Under the closet door?
Cheryl, perhaps to reassure her daughter, promptly investigates by opening the door. Watch what happens.
Oh. Is that what scared you?
Out of nowhere, the mannequin falls over.
I'm scared.
I knew it was gonna be the mannequins that started acting up. It's just like the perfect vessel for a ghost to use. It's quite literally a jackpot for a ghost. We all know spirits love attaching themselves to dolls and toys and mannequins, human-like things.
Things only grow more ominous with the upload of some home security footage. The video captures the daughter staring into the same closet for an eerie amount of time. After she leaves the room, this happens.
So now something's going on with the daughter. I think she can definitely sense that something is going on. There's some sort of entity in the house, and clearly it lives in the closet, hence why she's standing there just staring at it, which is definitely concerning.
This ghostly act seems to cement the family's fears, prompting them to sleep in another room. Cheryl, in a follow-up video, shares their current living situation. She reveals the trauma of a chilling incident that occurred when she was home all alone. She recounts hearing footsteps advancing towards the kitchen. Mistaking it for her daughter returning home from a friend's place, she didn't think too much of it. However, looking around, the house was empty. Suddenly, a cabinet door slammed shut. Needless to say, the duo spent that night away from home seeking refuge at a friend's place.
I honestly don't blame them for leaving and staying at a friend's place. I think this is enough reason to pack it up and move out of the house. You guys know me, the moment I see literally any paranormal activity, I say pack it up and get the hell out of there. It is so not worth it. I mean, y'all are seeing this footage. Does it look fun living with a ghost? Definitely not.
While many online are quick to label the home as haunted, what stands out is the palpable distress in both Cheryl and her daughter.
So yeah, we've just been trying to deal with it the best way we can. You know, it's just a hard time right now. So we're doing the best we can with the situation and trying not to pay attention to it, and just, you know, we've been told that if we just ignore it, it'll go away. So that's what we're trying to do.
I've heard this a lot where people say if you ignore it, it'll just go away. I mean, I guess maybe potentially that could happen. Or what it could do is trigger the spirits to go even harder and trying to prove that they're there.
This isn't just about a ghost story, it's about a family's experience and their attempts to cope. In a recent update, Cheryl informs her followers of the decision to leave their home temporarily.
So I wanted to give you a quick update. We are finally getting out of this house. My friend has so graciously offered to let us stay in her house for a few months while she's traveling. So we're gonna be living at her house for a little bit.
She says they're going to live at a friend's place. Understandably, Cheryl anticipates a short hiatus on TikTok as they navigate this tumultuous chapter.
I think it is so great that they decided to get the hell out of there, spend a few months outside of the house, and hopefully that gives them enough time to figure out if they can get rid of the house, or at least get it like thoroughly cleansed, because clearly there's something evil going on there, and very obviously it is affecting them. Like, you can just tell they're genuinely negatively affected by this. They look upset, they look stressed out. They do not want to be dealing with any of this, and I can't blame them, because who the hell would want to be?
This next strange series of images was sent to us by one of our viewers, Schwell. The photos show their son sliding down an inflatable slide at a local nursery. However, over the series of images, a strange anomaly seems to appear. In this image, you can see the poster's son on the slide. Just above him, you can see a strange face reflecting on the canopy above. Now in this photo, taken just a split second later after the son got off the slide, you can see that there's no reflection at all. There's just nothing there.
You guys, I do not know what it is about today, but all these videos are really scary. What do you mean that's not a kid just waiting to slide down the slide behind him? And I mean, clearly it's not, because you can see the picture after he slides down and absolutely no one is there. So it can't be just another kid, it has to be something else. I can't really see how it can be any sort of reflection or camera trick. And this is literally an inflatable playground in broad daylight. The very last place you would ever expect to see something paranormal. It just goes to show you really never know when you're gonna run into it, so you better stay prepared.
If you zoom in on the first image, it almost looks like Jason from Friday the 13th.
It actually looks exactly like Jason. Actually, it almost looks like Michael Myers as well a little bit.
Given the angle of the canopy, it doesn't seem likely that the surface would be reflecting someone in the crowd, as it appears to be angled slightly upwards. So is this just a bit of cheeky Photoshop fun, or is there more to this image?
The material definitely doesn't look reflective. If anything, it looks see-through, because I can see through it and I can see there is somebody on that slide. Again, the picture after shows that there's no one there, so it is really tough to explain away. I guess we'll never know, and that is the scariest part.
Recently, an ex-user going by the handle UBF2FV1CV QXRJQ0 posted a perplexing video that has since captivated the attention of many. The footage, said to be captured somewhere within the United States, showcases dozens of white, unidentified flying orbs drifting across the sky.
To me, they kind of look like drones. I could be wrong, but I do know that sometimes they do like those drone light shows where they make full shapes in the sky using drones. And this kind of looks like that's what they're doing just during the daytime. Maybe like practicing or something. I don't know, potentially.
The camera holder zooms in and out, emphasizing the peculiarity of this aerial phenomena. The debate about the true nature of these orbs rages on. Some speculate that they might simply be a flock of birds, perhaps illuminated by particular light or seen at an angle that distorts their appearance, causing them to not focus properly on camera.
I actually didn't even think of that, but that's a real possibility. It could very well just be a bunch of birds. Silly me, I never would have thought.
Yet many are adamant that these aren't birds at all. They argue that the erratic movement and the sheer number of orbs seem to suggest otherwise. To them, this might well be an instance of extraterrestrial technology, a theory that, while exciting to some, requires more evidence and investigation to be confirmed.
Well, I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments. Do you think this is just a flock of birds? Or could it be a bunch of drones just flying in the sky? Or the scariest option, which is the third option, is that this could truly be UFO activity. And there's a bunch of aliens in the sky above us just flying around. But alright, you guys, we finally made it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. Let me know in the comments which one of these spooked you out the most. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Hi my beautiful people, it's your girl Yana, and I'm back today with yet another video. And you guessed it, today's gonna be another scary one. So if you're ready, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. And without further ado, let's get into it.
When Reddit user Faded47 began hearing strange noises around his house, he grabbed his camera in hopes of capturing them on film. The poster describes the noises as reminiscent of something sliding across the floor. Take a listen and see if you can hear them.
If he is completely by himself in the house and he is hearing this, that is absolutely cause for concern, because it does sound like something is being dragged across the floor. So like, who's doing that?
As the tension in the video builds, more strange activity is caught on camera.
Spirits are literally starting to throw things. I do not think you should entertain this any longer. Clearly, whatever you're dealing with here is incredibly angry.
The combination of the mysterious sliding noise and the abrupt, startling sound from the kitchen certainly poses several questions. What was moving around, and what caused the breakage in the kitchen? Could this be a case of paranormal activity, or is there a more logical explanation behind these unnerving events?
I mean, this is either all an elaborate prank or genuine paranormal activity. Definitely let me know in the comments which one you guys think it is. If it's a prank, that's great, but if it's real, I am genuinely concerned for this person.
Redditor Shivs33 thinks they might have captured a shadow figure on camera. This intriguing image was supposedly captured on the outskirts of Calgary in Alberta, Canada. The poster explains that they were working just outside of the city on a beautiful night. However, what was meant to be a simple photograph of a tranquil night turned into something far more mysterious. In the photograph, a shadowy figure appears seemingly out of nowhere. The poster says that they were alone at the time and saw nothing unusual with their naked eye. The sudden appearance of this shadowy figure in the picture took them by surprise, sparking fear and prompting them to leave the area immediately.
Are we really sure that there was no one else there? You couldn't have just missed seeing someone by accident? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, to me that looks like a completely normal person just walking across frame. It even looks like they're wearing a jacket and a hood, which would make sense because they're bundled up for the weather. I feel like it's really possible that this guy just accidentally photobombed this other guy's photo, and now we're out here discussing if it could potentially be a ghost.
This mysterious photograph has left many, including the poster, searching for explanations. The solitary setting and the clear manifestation of this shadow figure in the photo have ignited a wave of speculation and debate among paranormal enthusiasts and skeptics alike.
If I was out there completely by myself and I took a photo and I saw something like this, don't get me wrong, I would be completely freaked out, but just because I have no way of confirming that no one was actually around there, I can't really be sure if this is an apparition or not. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is this a person or a spiritual apparition? I'd love to hear your thoughts.
At first glance, this next video, uploaded to Reddit by user Seance Has Begun, appears quite ordinary. Just someone being filmed playing the drums.
We love you. We'll see you soon.
However, a closer look reveals something far from mundane.
I won't break them. Michelle's getting like really good at the drums. So you might have some competition when you get back.
That actually just gave me full body chills. I'm not even joking you. Did you guys see that freaking figure in the doorway? Stop, this one is really scary. Not to mention the figure looked extremely tall. I do not like it.
Watching that again, as the camera captures the drummer in action, something unusual is lurking in the background. Hidden within the shadows of an open closet, a ghostly figure can be seen. But the mystery deepens. As the camera pans back to the closet a second time, the figure is nowhere to be seen.
You might have some competition when you get back. We love you. We'll see you soon.
That actually makes it even creepier, is the fact that the figure literally disappears. Like, it's there 1 second and then the next it is completely gone. Where the hell did it go?
This footage has naturally ignited a wave of speculation and debate among viewers. Some suggest possible explanations rooted in the logical and explainable, while others lean towards a more paranormal interpretation. This is a super strange piece of footage. The figure in the closet certainly has a ghostly vibe.
Unless one of their friends dressed in a nightgown and decided to stand in the closet, I really do not know what this could be. They either filmed this entire video to mess with their friend and make them think that there's a ghost, or they were genuinely just filming and caught this without even realizing. These types of videos always make me want to check the back of any videos I film, because I'm like, is there any freaking ghosts behind me? I really hope not.
In the world of the paranormal, it often seems that it comes down to one's own interpretation of events. This next clip, uploaded to Reddit by user 341034110, captures an incident so peculiar that it has the uploader questioning the presence of a ghost. Take a look and see what you think.
I'm so sad.
Whoa.
The uploader notes that they were in Tucson attending a University of Arizona basketball game, and later capturing moments of their post-game night with friends. But amidst the typical scenes of friends winding down, something quite extraordinary seems to happen. As the camera focuses on the uploader's shoe, it mysteriously flips right side up as if handled by some sort of unseen force.
I'm so sad.
I mean, that's pretty freaking unexplainable. 1 second the shoe is upside down and the next second it is upright. It really doesn't look like the video cuts anywhere, so it doesn't look like it's edited or manipulated. So like, I don't know, that might be a ghost. However, it does make me wonder, why is this ghost so interested in the shoes? You know, usually ghosts will like flicker lights or turn the TV on and off, but move shoes around? I don't think I've seen that yet. We learn something new every single day.
While the uploader is leaning towards a more paranormal explanation, not everyone's convinced of a spectral hand at play. Some commenters on the Reddit post have been quick to offer more rational explanations, attributing the shoe's unexpected movement to simple physics.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, what about that is simple physics? I'm assuming people are thinking that it was like leaning a certain way and then it just swung back into its original position. But no, my friend, if you watch the video, it genuinely does not look natural whatsoever. Like, there is something supernatural going on here. Either that or there's an invisible string tied to the damn shoe.
Adding to the eerie atmosphere, however, is their dog, who's seen staring blankly, almost as if sensing something unusual.
Oh my goodness, that poor dog is probably so shook. It's like, what am I even seeing with my dog eyes right now? A shoe moving by itself? Poor dog's mind is probably blown. And I can't blame him because my mind is blown as well.
This video, seen here posted to Reddit by user Spam Flavored, has been floating around the internet for some years now. It's a tantalizing piece of footage that sparked a range of theories and speculations. Some viewers have dismissed it as a blatant hoax, while others speculate that it might be actual footage of a crashed UFO in Russia allegedly leaked from a secret KGB file. Footage opens with soldiers traveling in a truck across a snow-covered landscape.
Okay, before we get further into this, I just have one question. Why were they vlogging the entire military mission? Like, unless they knew what was waiting for them when they got there, why were they recording? Unless this whole thing is a hoax. I don't want to jump too ahead of myself, but I'm just putting it out there. Why would they be recording?
The scene then shifts to show several men closely examining a large disc-shaped object.
It does look like what I would assume a UFO would look like. I am also wondering why they have no equipment there to like recover and move the UFO to another location. In my head, if this is the military, this whole thing would be highly regulated. There would be equipment left and right, different officers. And also you can see all like the military men are just standing around, not really doing anything. Also, another thing that I want to mention is if this UFO really did crash in the middle of the forest, don't you think there would be at least some damage to the woods and the forest around it? But there seems to be like zero fire, zero char. Even the snow on the ground seems perfectly intact. How does that make any sense?
At one point, two men pick something up and place it down alongside the larger saucer-shaped object. The footage continues as the men carefully examine the object. All the while, the camera holder documents the process.
You guys, this entire thing is super freaking weird to me. I don't know, something about this video doesn't sit right with me. It feels incredibly scripted. Even the way the object is in the ground, I don't know, it doesn't look real. Who knows, I could be wrong and this could be a real UFO. It just so happens that this video isn't really convincing me of the fact that this is a real UFO crash site.
There's little doubt that the clip does indeed show a startling scene. However, as is often the case with footage of this nature, it's become shrouded by time and conjecture, making it difficult to discover its true origin. Whether you're a believer in extraterrestrial visitations or a skeptic of such phenomena, this video is sure to capture your interest and spark a sense of wonder. Does it really show the recovery of a downed extraterrestrial spacecraft? The truth might be lost forever.
I really don't think we're ever gonna know if this footage is real or not. Unless someone comes out and debunks it, I'm sure there's gonna be people who look at this and are damn near convinced that this is a real UFO crash site. However, unfortunately not me. I personally am not convinced. I need to see it to believe it.
Lauren Dooley is a TikToker who posts typical lifestyle videos, often featuring her boyfriend. So when she posted this next video, it seemed totally out of the ordinary, leading many to agree that it was indeed real.
Okay, so it looks like this girl has like an actual stalker because he's not only following her while she's on a walk, but he also seems to be trying to record her and take pictures of her, which is insanely creepy. Clearly, there's something very wrong with this guy.
She says that while out on her daily walk, she's always followed by a strange man. At the beginning of the video, we see the poster walking down a laneway, nervously turning back to check on the strange man who appears to be following her from a distance.
So I guess this isn't the first time that she's seeing him because she's saying he always follows her. And Miss Girl, if there's somebody always following you while you're out on a walk, I'd get the authorities involved. Cause like, what the hell? That is so not normal. You should not have to just ignore that because this guy needs to be dealt with. You cannot just be following people around. Such weird behavior.
It then seems as though she then tries to trick the man by waiting for him around the corner. As she does, he looks surprised to see her standing there recording him. In an effort to not look too suspicious, he then pretends he's taking photos of the area. The OP later says that she decided to go home as she didn't feel safe. However, when she looked out her window, she saw the same man crouched by the fence recording her. While some viewers think that the video might be staged, it's important to remember to never take situations like this lightly. Hopefully this TikToker promptly called the police and informed them of the man's creepy behavior.
That's what I'm saying. I'm really hoping that she let someone know about this because this guy fully figured out where she lives. If that's not terrifying, I do not know what is. All right, you guys, we finally made it to the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. Let me know in the comments which one of these spooked you out the most. I have to admit, the clip where the girl is playing the drum set and there's a whole freaking apparition in the closet, yeah, that one is definitely gonna stick with me. I love you guys so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.